Francis Tobias was born in Trinidad on June 8, 1937. He first came to St. Lucia in the 1960s as part of a Catholic youth group. After graduating from the University of the West Indies, Tobias moved here where he and his wife worked and raised their family of sons. Tobias was a photojournalist. He spent most of his public life behind either a still or video camera lens, and he recorded everything from sports to carnival and jazz, weddings and funerals. Jerry George says it is for that legacy he will most be remembered.
He was obsessed with photography, and I think all of St. Lucia knows that man called Toby or Tobias, because over decades he would have photographed St. Lucian life in various sectors and in various ways. And I'm not only talking about media and covering of events, but in personal capacities such as first communions, weddings, beach parties, whatever you want to think about, Toby would have photographed some part of this as far as St. Lucia is concerned.
An avid sports fan, Tobias was a constant at various local, regional and international sports meets. His footage and pictures of events from the World Cup, the Olympics, were carried in several publications. Sports journalist Robertson Henry called him a father figure in broadcast.
I do hope that we will find some way, some meaningful way of honoring Toby. Not just everybody turn up at his funeral. For me, nobody need to turn up at the funeral. What is important? How do we honor Toby's legacy? As media personnel, what will the sports fraternity do? What will the government do? Because person benefited from Toby's work. And I think we owe Toby that much. Those of us who are his friends, who worked with him.
Of his legacy, both men say there is plenty to remember Tobias for. That includes his personality, hardworking and fun-loving, always ready with a joke.
He liked to poke fun at people in his own way, sometimes to get to the point of annoyance, and then we just start laughing. I don't think that people understood the person Toby was, in terms of what he stood for, what he wanted to go to see done in sports. And Toby was the person who wouldn't really voice his opinion.
He would be missed all over because, I mean, you went to Parliament, Toby was there. You went to a press conference, Toby was there. You went to any of the national events, Toby was there. So it's not only sports. He was so prolific and he was so how would I say, wide-ranging in the types of photograph that he did, that it's hard to think of Toby not being at any other event in the future.
Francis Tobias worked as a freelance photographer at HTS for decades. There he forged close relationships with all staff members, especially former sports anchor Winston Springer Jr. Tobias died in his Rodney Bay home on Saturday. He was 73. Carmi Joseph, HTS News, Channel 4.